YouTube? This is Raquel again, and I'm posting another video. Basically, just a follow up to my other videos, about my healthy lifestyle journey. Again, I'm wearing my little silk wrap cap today because I'm just protecting my hair, from the elements. I'm protecting it from drying out. I'm protecting it from, breakage and things like that. Like I said, I'm, growing my hair out after years of having it straightened and cut and colored and things like that. So this has also been part of the journey, and it has been a tough part of it because I'm trying to get used to seeing myself in a whole new light, in a natural light. And it's just it takes some getting used to. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can. I just basically focus on the future. I focus on, what's possible and what's impossible. I focus on what I can tolerate and what I can't tolerate. So, but basically, I'm having some success. It's, there's still some thinning going on, and like I said, that's from years of medications and treatments and things like that. And, having to deal with, having anxiety and, post traumatic stress and, having bad, a bad sense of well being. So, I'm hoping it's growing back in, I'm hoping that, I'm showing some progress. I do low manipulation. I don't touch my hair unless I have to. And most of the time if I go out, then I wear a hat or a scarf, over it to go with it. So basically, just doing whatever I can to stay healthy and to take, protective measures to stay healthy and achieve my dream goals of growing my hair back out, returning it to it, because right now it is so damaged. It's damaged basically. It's fuzzy. And, basically within a year I've had to cut my hair 3 times to try to get it back to its nice normal texture, but it's just dull. It's lackluster. So, I'm going to have to find some ways to, grow it out. I'm going to have to find some ways to return it to its natural likeness. And it's difficult. It's a difficult process. It's a challenging process. And, hopefully if I keep trying, then I'll have some success at it. But basically, these are some of the tests and trials of lifestyle changes, of making choices. And so basically, I'm sitting in my bathroom. I just washed my face. And right now I'm just, basically chilling, and I decided to make a video because, just because I feel like, this is just another step that I'm taking in my journey, and just, to just kind of, to kind of speak about it, to keep a journal of it, to keep a video journal of it. And, if I feel like, the message that I'm sharing is getting out there to somebody, then, I might upload one. I might be willing to share my feelings and everything. But basically this video is, just for my own purposes, just so that I can, and for the purpose of sharing, because I know that I'll share, because I know that, there's some people out there who might want to continue on in this natural health, natural holistic, hair, skincare, lifestyle journey that is no longer a fad. That it's a lifestyle that is worth living. It's a lifestyle that it can be carried on. And basically I'm making this video for that reason. And just documenting hair growth. I mean, it's so dull. It's dull, and I have no product in it at all. There's no product in this. And I mean, I've relaxed my hair for years. I've relaxed my hair for so many years, and it has been, and it's frustrating to see it in this condition. It's frustrating to see it, so coarse and driving the strands. I think that the strands of my hair are basically hollowed out because I've done so many chemical treatments on it, and it's, it's just it's an intense thing for me. So, and it's just something for me to deal with because this is the result of dehydrated strands because of hormonal steroidal use for treatment of acne, treatment of asthma, and and I can't really say that I like the way I'm looking right now because I mean I know that I feel better because I'm breathing. I know that I'm doing better because I'm walking and I'm feeling I'm walking better. My stance is better. My I have more confidence, because I'm no longer wearing a mask. I'm no longer engaging in past opportunity, past behaviors where I can hide in. I have to show, who I am naturally, who I am wholly. And it's just, it's a difficult thing because, you know, when you get used to wearing the mask, to have to take it off is challenging. To truly have to face the world on your own terms is challenging. And that's one of the things that is a signifying. That's one thing that signifies us as adults is being able to make our own decisions and things like that. So, this I'm just making another video, and just kind of hanging my head a little bit, saying my woes and everything because any sign of this new growth, I would be at the salon. But I'm trying this natural holistic lifestyle where I don't pack on chemicals and I don't pack on, you know, um, chemicals that would discolor my skin or cause my skin to be stressed out or cause my hair follicles to be stressed out. So basically, I have to figure out, a whole new lifestyle, a whole new way of how to deal with my hair, and I've been relaxing my hair since I was 13, 14 years old. That was a treat for my mom to have somebody else do my hair other than her. So, and for me, as a kid, I thought it was fun. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting my hair done. I'm gonna go get some curls put in it. I'm gonna get some color put in it, and everybody was so impressed, with how my hair looked and everything, and so was I. But as I got older, it became more taxing. I began to experience bad reactions to the line, and my hair is just basically burnt out. My hair is just basically burnt out on it. It doesn't even have its own shine anymore. And I'm basically working to do whatever I can to bring it back to life and, to show it some love. And, so if any, and I'm looking for suggestions. I'm doing the deep conditioners. Basically I'm using, Shea Moisture, which is a good brand, but I'm out of this. Look at that. I'm out of it. I have a little bit of a corner left to it. And, it does what it can, but still it lacks that shine. It lacks that luster that I used to have. And my hair, and when I was a kid, used to be a lot more coily, a lot shinier. But I guess those are the things that, are the signs of youth. And that's pretty awesome, as a kid. But as you get older and you lose those attributes, you kind of miss them. You kind of wonder where they went, and you want them back, because believe it or not, as you get older, the more you want, the more you want to strut. You want to show off how much you've achieved in life. You want to show how you've grown. You want to show, how you've changed and how you've matured. So, taking this chance at this point in time in my life, I think is very daring. I was so set in my ways. I was so codependent on the salon, and I was so codependent on, other people, doing my hair. And, for me to see myself like this is kind of depressing. It's kind of, a sad situation. But one of the things that I try to do is I try to stay positive, and I take suggestions. Like I said, one of the last, one of the most, the latest, products I've been using is Shea Moisture because, It is a all natural, holistic product. And, I've seen some growth, but I haven't seen, the repair that I want. I haven't seen the restructuring of my hair that I need, in order to, to keep recognizing myself. So, this is also a part of the holistic care journey. And, and I'm going to keep going with it. But it's difficult. It's difficult. It's very, very trying, very taxing. And, one of the things that, that when we're going through, becoming an adult, an independent adult, without our parents, and, we're raising young adults, it's difficult because parents, we are our own worst enemy, and we are our own worst critic. And, whereas I do, see the situation as a challenge, as a good challenge to be a mom, to be an adult. It's also very, very challenging as a person because I have to see my children as people, as human beings, and the people that I want them to grow into. And, it's an exciting process. I've been successful so far, with them learning to love themselves and with them learning to appreciate themselves. And, and I allowed my daughter to embrace her identity. She doesn't have any chemical relaxers. She doesn't have any chemical products in her head. She's all natural. She's beautiful. And my son as well. So, but me getting back to the point where I was is it's very difficult because, I'm just seeing how damaged, and everything that my roots are. And I'm doing whatever I can to bring my hair back to life. And, hopefully I'll see some success. And like I said, I've only been doing this for, a couple of years, and I've had to cut my hair 3 times. 3 times because I was just looking, because it would achieve a certain amount of success and then it would just start breaking off, and my hair would start thinning out and things like that. So, and since I've stopped taking the steroids, things have changed. And, I'm hoping to, and I, as an adult, as someone who's older, this journey can be taxing, but I think it's good to develop a healthy routine, of looking after one's care and oneself. I think it's healthy. I think it's necessary, and it's definitely part of my journey. Where I just I take a holistic look at myself, and I make sure that that I'm doing what's realistic. I make sure that I'm not going beyond my own means, or beyond what I'm capable of. And, and I think it makes my day, go a little bit better until I recognize there's something else that I have to work on. There's something else that I need to, to deal with. And like I said in the previous video, I talked about my journaling. Learning how to journal, is a difficult process because, you're writing down your thoughts, you're writing down your opinion, and, you're finally realizing what your voice is and what your voice is all about and what your voice is supposed to be used for. And you're sitting there and you're like, and that's kind of frightening, but you have to continue on. You have to continue to do what's necessary for you to grow and what's necessary for you to mature. Because if you don't, then you'll be stuck. And I think every day we should push ourselves to our own reality, to a better reality of how we see ourselves and how we see others. As a kid, I was always kind of sad, that I thought that the world was going to come to an end because of global pollution, because of global warming. Global warming is not something just for Gen Xers, man. We have been told, I think that I have been learning, or I have known about the melting of the polar ice caps since I was 8 or 9 years old, and I'm in my, my 40s, and it's just insane, that it's actually happening.
that there are these changes that are occurring in the world that I heard about when I was a kid. And, and somehow I'm glad that we're prepared, but at the same time, we still have a long way to go. And then with the recent outbreak of the pandemic, it's just even worse because, you're working outside, you're working to improve environmental situations, you're working at, recycling, and then, you catch a disease or a virus that can literally kill you within minutes or days, so, it's unsettling for me as a person because I think about, I think about our essential workers, I think about postmen, I think about doctors, I think about nurses, I think about our kids going to school, and, I think about people like me who deal with upper respiratory issues. And, and I have to just, pray for this world, and I have to pray for people in it because, we've made it to an entire new millennia, and we talked about millennia when we were kids, man. We learned how to count years, 10 years is a decade, 20 years, 2 decades, 3 decades, then you hit the centennial, then you get the bicentennial, and we never ever thought that we would make it to an entire new millennia, an entire new age, where most of history has been documented and uploaded to the internet. You can research anything and everything that you want to find, is basically at your fingertips. So like I said, most of my situation I researched about my asthma, and now basically I'm researching about my hair. And one of the main search engines that I'm using is YouTube. I go on YouTube and, I type in, curly hair routine, and thousands of videos pop up, about young, ambitious people who are willing to do what it takes in order to improve their situation, to improve how they see themselves and how they appear to others. And we all think that that's a bit adolescent and immature, but I think that I think that it's healthy. I think that it's healthy to want to be perceived by others as positive, as kind, and helpful. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And, at the same time, I've gathered a lot of recipes. A lot of them are ridiculous and that I'm just not willing, that I am going to try. I am going to try some of them. But for now, I just got my Pantene, I got my leave-in conditioners and things like that. And I wash every week. I do a hot oil every week. And then I have my leave-in conditioners. And, and I hope for the best. And, right now I'm just basically looking for some repair. Cause like I said, when I was younger, my hair was shinier, and it was less frizzy. And basically, I look at my hair shafts now and I know it's dead. It's dead from chemical process. And it's dead because people say you can train your hair like you can train your hair to lock up. And my hair is basically at some point in time waiting for that relaxer. It's waiting for that chemical straightener or that perm. It's waiting for it because that's what I did to improve how I looked, because it was attractive to me. So basically, I need to repair it, just years and years and years of chemical dependency, years and years of depending upon others, to take care of my hair. So it's a learning situation, and I want to keep sharing it, and I know that it's going to be positive and, hopefully helpful to somebody. Again, this is Rocky. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, most of the information that I share, it's not something that I'm making up. It's things that I've researched, it's things that I've been inquisitive about and curious about, going on the web. When I hear about a new plant or a new product or a new herb, I immediately go to the web and I want to know what it is, what was its purpose historically, and what are people using it today? How are people using it today? Like plants like aloe vera. I love using the whole aloe vera leaf. I have an aloe vera leaf in my kitchen right now. And I basically have it in there because, you know, it's a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse plant. It's a powerhouse, you know, medication in dealing with skin flare-ups and irritations of the scalp. So one of the things that I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take my aloe vera and I'm just going to basically do it as a leave-in conditioner. Yeah, look at this thing. It's huge. It's huge. So I'm just gonna basically cut it up and put it in my hair, and then I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna sleep with it. And you know, and I'll definitely let you in on the results in the next video. Again, it only takes 30 days to to establish a new behavior, and it takes 30 days to break an old habit. So peace. Keep watching.